Hello. We returned to our hero's tower home, battered and bruised, our arms crying out in pain from the injuries we received from our college expedition. We'd need to avoid any further fighting until we fully recovered. In the meantime, we'll focus on improving ourselves and our situation. While we cook our morning breakfast of fried vegetable rice, we also sterilize some bandages and treat our wounds properly. Although we were seemingly immune to the contagion, we weren't immune to all infections and didn't want these injuries to fester. In the afternoon, we opt for some light work to keep ourselves busy. We'll head over to the parking lot that contained the running vehicles and see if we can't find a faster way there. According to the map, it was the parking lot of the train station, just north of the tower. The small through road had a few scouts blocking the path. We were far too weak at the moment to deal with this manually, so we'll enlist the aid of our giant metal companion. After scouting out the area, we figure the fastest way to recover the vehicles, and also create a shortcut to LSU, is the American way. We'll manifest our destiny right through the center of the track's fences, thereby directly connecting us to our goal. When we were at home, we allotted all of our time to physical torment and exercise, as well as mental exercises and reading. Our past excursion showed we weren't quite ready to deal with the hordes head on, so we'd need to push ourselves to the limits. After completing the menial task of vehicle recovery, we direct our focus on self-improvement. We spend our daylight hours running till the sun was ready to set. Then we spend our nighttime hours straining our muscles with extended daily routine. Heavy rains came to bless our fields and barrels. During the heavy falls, we take the opportunity to wash away the remnants of battle from ourselves and our clothes. Since we were just doing general training, we break out the old reliable broken glass and promptly throw it on the ground under our bare feet. This causes us to step on said broken glass, lodging it deep into our soles, which allows us to constantly remove the broken glass from our feet, giving us as much medical experience as we desire, with very little fear of death. Concerned about our dwindling preserved food supply, we venture back out to our fishing hole. While the fish traps were well stocked, the water trap hadn't yet recovered. We needed to take a chance and explore further into the park to check out the central pond for more resources. We find a seemingly abandoned ice cream shop on the way to the center of the park. No one seems to be here, so we take this chance to snoop around. In the end, we decided the woods were far too dangerous. The number of feral mutations was concerning above all else. The last thing we wanted was to make a mistake and crash our car, stranding ourselves in the woods with these things. With each sprint, we turn our calories into EXP, and with that, we push our sprinting level to level 3. In the middle of June, our first cabbage plant bears seeds for our future crops, as well as 2 levels of farming. The abandoned living spaces provides us with copious amounts of EXP, helping to push our carpentry to level 7. With that, we'd be able to expand our water network and greatly increase our farming capabilities. On the weeks when it doesn't rain, we were going to require an absurd amount of water to keep our farm running properly. During our morning jog, we're empowered to a new era. Our strength increased to level 6, finally granting us a new trait. Beyond just being a regular old smoker, we were now a stout old man as well. Our crops grew large and beautiful for us. The small amount of fresh vegetables from our garden really helped extend our food supplies. We supplemented every meal with our cabbages and carrots while they lasted. Persistence is important when trying to make progress. After weeks and weeks of pushing our bodies to the extreme limits, we finally accomplished the feat we set out for. We gained a new trait when we gained level 6 fitness. Now we were a fit and stout old man, with a lust for nicotine. Every day, our progress granted boons of serotonin. At the end of June, we were sprinting faster and longer than ever before. Our sprinting ability grew to level 4, which should help a lot when it comes to keeping pace with the sprinting mutations. Overall, our progress since the beginning has been very good. With level 6 fitness and strength and level 4 sprinting, we felt it was time to once again make an attempt to break into LSU and to claim a pair of dumbbells for our own. We drink a beer to celebrate our hard work and let the liquid courage flow through our veins. When the sun would rise again, it would be time to fight. We awaken before first light breaks, the anticipation already making our blood pump faster. We trim up our burly beard and eat a small but healthy breakfast, to be prepared as much as possible before heading out into the northern war zone. An ominous fog clings to the ground, causing us to question if we should proceed. Even the car hesitates when passing through our new passageway, trying to warn of the dangers that lurk ahead, but we refuse to be deterred. We push on into the mutations' territory, ready to carve our axe into their lands. nasty mutation telekinetically bites on our skull through our closed door and window. We were originally planning to simply reposition, but with the new injury, we calculated it would be safer simply to run home. The awakened horde being called in by the Shrieker meant numbers were about to get very unstable. With the injuries, we were unsure if we could safely dispatch them all. For now, we'll head home to nurse our wound, and then maybe try it again later. LSU was proving to be a very difficult building to raid. We may try to up our firepower before we try again. What was certain is that we've thoroughly underestimated just how many mutations were going to be around this area. We were pushing over 500 kills and still haven't even set foot inside of the building. We didn't want to resort to fire, as we feared the fire spreading and burning down all possible loots. Also, with the zombies' terrible daytime perception, it was difficult to round up large hordes. For now, we'd take care of our current injuries and recluse ourselves in our tower home. We had a few immediate issues we had to remedy, like food, but that would have to wait until next time. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, make sure to hit the subscribe button. A like, favorite, or share is also greatly appreciated. If you have a suggestion for a future challenge, please let me know about it down below or by joining the Discord. Thanks and have a wonderful one.